Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmitt and this is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we are watching episodes 9 and 10 of Better Call Saul. What'd you think of the last two episodes?
I'm still mad.
Yes, just finished talking about episodes 7 and 8, the demise of Howard in particular. Very frustrating, but we carry on.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to see where the show is going next. I'm just rooting for the worst for Jimmy and Kim.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to the most. I want to see Jimmy and Kim just be miserable and have the worst remainder to their life that I could possibly see. So that's what I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Hopefully that comes.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on our Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the episodes. Oh, up goes a sign. Saul Goodman and Associates.
He has associates?
At least for now. Everything's back to normal. What a perfect day. We didn't just see our former coworker brutally murdered. This disgusting coffee. Wow.
That transition.
Oh, digging for the bullet. Really going for these transitions. The perfect crime. You know, when you become an evil henchman, they probably don't tell you how much you need to clean. How often you have to just clean up furniture and blood. And you're gonna go home like nothing ever happened. That's wild. What?
Wasn't expecting Kim to have any kind of soul.
One day we'll wake up and brush our teeth and we'll go to work. At some point we'll suddenly realize that we haven't thought about it at all.
Yep.
And that's when we'll know we can forget.
What a great opening. I mean, the Dawn is the car Lalo gifted.
All the cars.
Jeez Louise. Ooh, a little sore. Don't let any blood poke through.
Oh.
Yeah, why is Hector here? Why are we all summoned?
Don Héctor ha hecho una acusación.
El atentado contra mi sobrino en su hacienda falló. Fue Fring quien mandó a los asesinos, no los peruanos. Mi sobrino estaba a punto de vengarse del traidor. Frente a frente.
Hank.
Mire a Fring a los ojos. El pollero lo odia.
I mean, he does.
Él conspira en contra de nosotros. Yo exijo
the
sangre
fire.
por sangre.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Straight up accused.
Con todo respeto, no me parece que esto merezca una respuesta.
Interesting stance.
Presenciaron estas llamadas de Lalo.
No.
Vieron el cuerpo de Lalo.
Estaba quemado.
Did they not know that Lalo had a double? Like no one knew?
¿Y qué me dices de esa rata?
Él dijo que los peruanos le pagaban los odios.
It all adds up, doesn't it?
Ya es tarde, don Héctor. No, insisto. No hay discusión. Te estoy dando mi cuarto.
What? The fact that Gus just says nothing.
I mean, clearly he didn't have to, all the work he put in.
Or also, the Don just doesn't care. Gus pays, and he pays well.
Debemos mantener la paz. El South Valley seguirá siendo de los Salamanca. Y el resto del norte será tuyo, trabajando para Bolsa.
I don't remember Bolsa's
Gracias,
fate.
don Eladio.
Oh, yes, I do. Now I do.
Cuando te miré los ojos, el odio
Ooh.
No te olvides de quién manda.
Yeah.
He's so stressed.
God, that was tense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Don Juan hated the Salamancas too. They're just not great at business. Oof. Wonder where that hate comes from.
And finally breathe.
Yeah, right?
The APD consensus is he walked into the ocean and killed himself. For all practical purposes, it's over.
When can construction resume?
We'd need to find a new engineer. That could take some time.
Start today.
Yeah, right back to it.
Who did this?
Yeah, this is a nice tunnel.
It's been a while. Yes, too long.
Takes one sip and sends it back. His loss is definitely your gain.
We flirting?
Feels like it.
Yes. Tastes like piss, like all wine.
Remarkable.
I thought you'd like it. Do you get that meaty, bloody flavor? You can taste it in the glass, right?
Sure.
You mentioned a rare vintage from this same region. I'm saving it for a special occasion.
Well, I would love to hear about it. There's something I have to show you. The bottle itself is... You'll appreciate this. I'll be right back.
I'm like, is this the occasion with Lalo's death?
Right? The win against the Salamancas.
He's been so stressed for episodes.
It's true. He finally gets to relax and unwind. Unfortunately, he has to pretend to enjoy wine.
Stop it. Oh.
Would you let David know that I've been called away?
Yeah, I wonder what the change. He was having a nice time. Oh. I do like how he just does not sleep. I feel like,
Crazy how much Mike's life has changed.
oh yeah. I feel like people aren't relaxed still. Like
Yeah.
Mike and Gus are still not able to just immediately go back to normal.
There's still like, you know, the loose ends.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is for Gus.
How is Nacho's dad a loose end?
I feel like Mike's gonna find a way to tell him.
Nothing better happened to Nacho's dad.
No.
Howard was enough. We don't need more good people going.
Mr. Varga, you don't know me, but I'd like to talk about your son. Maybe we could talk face to face.
Oh.
You remember me?
Who are you? I saw you here before. Chrysler, Fifth Avenue.
Good memory.
What about my son?
I'm sorry. He won't be found. It was over fast. No pain.
You were there.
I was there. Your son made some mistakes. He fell in with bad people, but he was never like them. He had a good heart. There'll be justice.
No.
Justice? What you talk of is revenge.
Two dads who lost their sons.
My boy is gone. Ustedes son el cartel. Y su justicia. Todos son iguales.
I mean, there's no way that was going to go well. But at least the dad knows.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy that he told him.
There was
Gave him that closure.
Yeah, there was that one storyline of like the unknown.
We'll just put in an appearance. We can get through 20 minutes of anything.
Is there any name left?
Is Howard's dad still alive?
That's what I was
Do we know?
getting at. Or is all the HHM gone?
I never saw it coming. He was a good lawyer and a hell of a guy.
Still doesn't seem real. Expect to see him charging down those stairs with a big grin on his face.
This is probably the last time any of us will be in this building. HHM is downsizing, and they're changing their name. Bruckner Partners, something like that.
Even more ramifications. How many people just lost their job?
To not even have a body to put in the ground. I heard she took a leave from her practice.
Good. Keep digging.
Go there and pay our respects.
Is this necessary?
For them to be here?
For them to be going up to talk to his wife?
I mean, probably. They have to play it like they weren't involved.
You may not remember me. I'm Chuck McGill's brother.
Of course.
Very sorry for your loss.
Didn't Howard say something to her about Jimmy fucking with him?
Yeah, if she was paying
If Jimmy and I can do
attention.
anything for you or your family, please just say the word.
You two were the last ones to see him, weren't you? Howard told me that you were harassing him.
I know he thought that. He told me as well.
But you're denying it.
I didn't leave here under the best terms. There was a certain amount of jealousy. Howard had the respect of my brother.
There you go. Add enough truth.
I'm not oblivious. I know people are saying he was on drugs. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Because none of it makes sense to me. Howard was not on drugs. That simply is not true. There's something more to this.
Here comes evil Kim.
Please, just spit it out.
It was about 1.5 years ago. And I saw a light on in Howard's office. And Howard was there at his desk, head down, and he was snorting something.
Oh.
I didn't know what to do, so I just walked out. And the next morning when we saw each other, neither of us said anything about it.
In all the years that you worked with him, have you witnessed anything like this?
Recently, yeah.
Cheryl, this really isn't the time or the place.
You saw him every day. You knew him better than anyone. You would have known. Please excuse me.
I thought for sure Kim was going to bring up like their problems in their marriage. It's just so easy for him to get out of things.
She really had to add that?
Get all suspicion off of them.
But it's over. Now, let the healing begin.
Like, get the juices flowing.
I don't know.
Or was that a goodbye kiss?
Yeah, that felt...
Gus alone, Mike alone, Jimmy alone. Damn, Kim, you on coke?
Your Honor, if I may.
You're requesting to withdraw from this case?
My client is fully informed, and I've already been in touch with another attorney, Paige Novick. She's prepared to step in if you'll allow it.
Getting rid of her clients?
This is the moment you choose to withdraw?
Personal reasons, Your Honor.
Would you care to supply any detail at all?
Your Honor, I'd prefer not to.
Then fuck you. Let's continue.
I'm inclined to have you argue your motion, and then I'll consider late arriving petitions.
It's impossible for me to continue with this hearing because I'm no longer an attorney.
Oh.
I gave notice to the bar 2 hours ago.
She left the law? Wow.
I was not expecting that.
Is this Jimmy to be like, what the hell did you do?
You can't just...
Jimmy,
Just let me
done,
say my
right?
piece, okay? Just...
Can you reverse something like that?
This is your life. You're a lawyer. What about your clients, huh? They need you.
It's already done.
Oh!
She's not a lawyer, though. She's a criminal.
I'll order a pizza. We'll pull an all-nighter because we're in this together.
Ooh. I don't think so.
Jimmy. Jimmy.
Oh, I had a feeling right when he was going to open that door. Her shit is packed. That was a goodbye kiss.
You asked if you were bad for me. We are bad for each other.
Kim.
You got someone killed.
Don't do this.
Other people suffer because of us. Apart, we're okay, but together, we're poison.
Yes.
Wow.
Tell me what I need to do to change. No, Kim. We make each other happy. How can that be bad?
Look at everyone else.
This is about Howard. What happened to him wasn't on us. It was that fucking Lalo Salamanca. That psychopath came back from the dead.
I knew he was alive. It was about a month ago. Mike Ehrmantraut had guys watching both of
That
us.
was a whole month?
Yeah. Well, I guess it's been a while since he died.
The real reason I didn't tell you was because I knew what you'd do. You'd blame yourself. You'd want us to run and hide, and you would pull the plug on the scam, and then we'd break up.
Why would you break
I
up?
didn't want that.
If you would have just told me you pulled the plug on the scam, Howard would be alive.
Because I was having too much fun.
Wasn't expecting so much self-awareness from Kim.
I mean, Kim's not dumb. She's just evil. And then she looks in the mirror and realizes how evil she is. It was all just about fun. So is that it? Kim is just gone? Not a lawyer? Out of Saul's life?
We've jumped.
We're in his lavish bed?
Yeah.
Balding? You're not Kim. His bed rotates, or does the camera rotate?
I think it was the bed.
Well, here's our time jump.
What I just said.
No, I know. I'm just saying we discussed a possible time jump in this episode.
You have a choice.
Oh, that's rough.
You can
comb that shit over.
How far did we jump?
Another public masturbator?
Maybe
Which
all
one?
the way.
Is that really the end of Kim?
It could be until maybe Jean's storyline. Were those your pink panties? Lawyer up. How do we first interact with Walt and Jesse? I don't remember. I remember the desert. I remember him coming into the school.
There it is.
We're here. In the handicap spot. It just is Better Call Saul. No more associates.
Move.
Wow, we finally made it.
What?
All right. Let justice be done, though the heavens fall.
What? Hello, Saul. Wow.
Damn.
Back to Jean. So kind of a spoiler, but I'm not quite sure. When pulling this up on Netflix, the next 4 episodes are black and white. So is the rest of the show black and white? Jean timeline?
At least there's some part of the episode that'll be Jean.
Is it a pastrami day?
1 1/4 pounds.
You got it.
What do we have here?
Wisconsin cheddar.
Ooh. You can keep it, Wisconsin.
Dang.
Grouchy lady.
I'm like, who could this be? Is this Kim's mom?
Oh,
And also this is a famous actress, I believe.
it could definitely be Kim's mom.
Stuck in the snow.
Need some help?
What are you doing, Jean? What scam? If it wasn't like this before, you set it up to trap her.
What happened to poor Nippy?
I was driving with the windows open, and I don't know, something got into him. Maybe he saw a cat or something, but he jumped.
I hope you find him.
If you keep an eye out?
This is my route. When I can get this thing going.
Maybe just a little push.
Well, if you're sure you don't mind.
Oh.
Neutral. And 1, 2, 3. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too.
He cut the brake?
No, he just cut it altogether.
What in the world?
How you doing, Marion?
Great.
Ah, good.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Is that Kim's mom's name? Now I don't know.
Marion?
Marion.
Whoa. What a twist.
Okay.
Yeah. We're still in Jean timeline. I'm gonna say guest star Carol Burnett.
Oh, wait, so is he just Marion's son?
I guess so. But this isn't even in the... This is not him.
Are you sure? He had the Albuquerque
He
thing.
did have the sticker, but I feel like the guy who confronted him in the mall looked different.
This is Mr. Takovic.
Call me Gene.
Well, don't just stand there like a bump on a log. Join us.
Your mom tells me you're a cab driver? Have you ever driven anyone famous?
Tell him, Jeffy.
Who are we talking about?
Sammy Hagar.
No.
Oh.
The Red Rocker. What was he like? A big tipper? I guess. Look at that.
Gene's staying for dinner.
Wow.
Dude, what the fuck? I know it's awkward, right? But you don't have to call me Dad. I know what you really want. You want in the game. Cars, the clothes, the cash.
We have none of that.
I can make it happen. So here's the deal. I will show you the game, and then we're done.
Okay. I think I got thrown off a little bit because I think it is a different actor. But obviously these were filmed years apart. So
Oh, do you think that's not the same person?
I don't think that's the same person that confronted him in the mall. Because wasn't it like a guy and like his son?
In the mall, yes.
Yeah. Back to listening to the cops to see if this guy took your deal or not. The infamous ring. Marco, right? Something
Yeah.
like that?
Used to have a little string on it.
I guess he's confident.
I have no idea where this is going.
Where are we heading to security?
Got a problem?
No, I just came to say thanks.
Yeah, I remember you. Get a lawyer!
Do I detect Cinnabons?
You can smell it.
He's still bitter.
I'm sorry about the lawyer thing. I just slipped out.
And you had a good nose. You smelled that all the way over here?
I'm Frank. This is Nick.
Jerry.
Enjoy yourselves.
Well, God bless you. Well, 9:45. Nick, you want to grab yours to go? He's got to check the lot. You want to take a load off? Grab yourself a cup of coffee if you'd like.
Getting the lay of the mall.
Yeah.
If you were ever to cross paths with my wife.
Oh, Scout's honor.
Only vegetables. What's in this?
No. You think he's poisoning him?
Maybe just to fall asleep. What a
Can't beat Memorial. Damn.
like efficient eater. I don't even know about efficient, but calculated.
Had his back turned.
Come back anytime.
So now he knows how long he won't be paying attention for the next time he brings him a little sweet treat.
Yeah.
How many times can you do this though?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You can't just like do it the very next night. Instant access.
That was one hell of a game, huh? What were you thinking at halftime?
This could be a long one.
Is he at least paying attention to what games he needs to be watching to have this conversation? Okay, yeah, study.
What is the plan, though?
I assume rob them all. You've got about 3 minutes to steal as much as you can. You're gonna give this guy a heart attack, though, before you pull off your plan. Never thought Cinnabon would be the like catalyst for another scheme. Wow.
Besties.
And he's learning all the angles. But will he eat facing away long enough without a conversation? Or is he
No,
going...
I think he's pulling in the taxi driver.
Yeah, he's going to get him to steal.
This is for a suit?
I don't know. But I don't know how he could pull in the taxi driver because, like, Jimmy, Gene, Saul is the one who knows the cameras and everything.
True.
Like, could he teach this? Maybe if he draws it out on a map or something.
Somehow he's gonna have to pull him in because this is. I feel like he put the Marco ring on as like that's like his partnership, you know?
Yeah.
17 feet, right here.
Or is he laying out the entire mall?
Yeah. Well, or just that store.
Yeah.
All right, let's move.
So he is going to teach him.
Right down there. And go! Go, 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 go! 1, Armani suits and run! 2, Air Jordan shoes for you!
Why such a loud speaker? Where?
4, cashmere sweaters out the door!
You're gonna fit all of that in that bag?
You gotta be precise, just 3 of each. 3 minutes. Got it? That's our window.
Wait, there's cameras?
They erase the tapes every 72 hours. By the time they do inventory, abracadabra, no more Jeffy on the tape.
Nice.
I don't know.
Don't you want in the game?
What don't you know?
Just this whole thing, it seems crazy.
I'll tell you what's crazy. 50-year-old high school chemistry teacher comes into my office.
I'll do it. This sounds good to you?
You're probably fast in the feet, huh?
Okay, I didn't say I wouldn't do it.
Are you in or out?
He's out.
We need him in.
In.
Because then we at least have dirt on him. Like, this is such a useless thing to do.
Swanky sweatsuits in the back! Let's go, let's go, let's go!
I feel like they should be practicing with the amount of stuff he's gonna have in that bag.
Right.
And the weight.
I assume this is just to, like, really turn this guy into a criminal.
Maybe.
Barbara? Yes? Let's ask maintenance to give this area a polish.
Oh, no.
This guy's gonna slip. Is that what you're thinking?
Excuse me, ma'am. There's a delivery.
Well, I was just thinking that...
A delivery?
Maintenance is gonna be there when he goes in.
Oh,
You are not leaving that thing on my loading dock. No way.
I was given this address, ma'am.
I need to talk to your supervisor. You stay right here.
Yeah, something's gonna go wrong.
Dispatch, Steve.
Your guy brought a giant wooden crate onto my loading dock. Clearly, this is a mistake you need to fix. Well, Ricky's just gonna have to put the box back on the truck.
He's got a pickup at the airport in an hour. 900 pounds of Spanish mackerel. I've got an extra truck. I could drive over there myself.
Great.
So if I leave right now, be there in 4 hours.
4 hours?
How's this?
Yeah.
Get back here by 10 a.m. tomorrow. I'll hold the box overnight.
You're a lifesaver. My guy will be there. 10 a.m. on the dot with flowers. Thank you.
Is he in there?
The criminal? the
taxi driver.
I would assume so.
Man, they just really left it right in the middle.
Yeah, right? You can't just push that off to the side? Okay, what about the cleaning of the floor?
Well, I feel like he's gonna walk by and the cleaning guy isn't gonna, like, he already didn't see him.
Oh, you're right. He sees him every single time.
Yeah. This is...
way bad.
Yeah.
And Martinez,
484 yards. That's a freshman record.
That was the security guard, I think.
Yeah. All right, here's the go. Is this guy gonna have to hide in this box all night? Like, once he robs, was the plan to get back in the box and stay there?
Oh, maybe. Where's the maintenance man?
Look at this. He's doing it. I'm so nervous.
Yeah, so am I. He's already done.
all those luxury suites.
Start saving now.
Oh, he left. Oh, so he was just putting the stuff in there.
Was he supposed to go? Yeah. Oh, I thought he was done.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that there was more after the Patagonia.
Calfskin briefcases for men. Apples and oranges, my friend.
This is a lot.
He's only halfway through.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is stressing me out so much. About a minute
Still
left.
A minute? What are we doing?
Multiple floors? Oh my gosh, he's gonna be right at the end. He's gonna slip and eat it or something. Oh.
You okay?
He's out cold. He's out. Final bite. What do we do? Sock him in the face or something?
Look at me. I don't know. I don't know. You have a wife, right, Frank? I got no one. My parents are dead. My brother is dead. No kids. No friends.
It's all very true. Oh, he's waking up.
To lots of people.
If I died tonight, Cinnabon would just hire a new manager.
Oh my god.
A ghost.
This man has such a severe concussion. He's gonna die in this crate, probably. What is he?
Where is he going? Or is that him, like, leaving? Is he just hide in the restroom?
I guess. Or does he just need to use the bathroom?
Everybody has bad days.
You felt like this?
No, I mean, not me, but people.
Hey, you're not gonna tell Nick, are you?
Oh, no, of course not.
Thanks so much for listening.
Yeah, no problem.
It's like, next time just bring the cinnamon roll. That was a close call.
Yes.
This is just gonna be like a blood stain.
He knocked himself out. Gonna emerge from the bathroom.
You did it.
Sir, do you need help? Barbara's right here if you need anything.
I'm here to pick up that big box. Guy brought flowers.
You know what you should do? Take another spill and then sue.
Yeah, let's attract more attention.
Double whammy. How's it feel? You played the game and won for now.
Buongiorno, ladies.
Is he gonna turn them in?
Maybe 500 each.
I feel that's what I was saying. Like, this seemed like just a way to get dirt on them.
Well, I thought it was gonna be like,
Oh,
Theft from an interstate shipment, up to 10 years. Conspiracy to commit a federal crime.
Oh, conspiracy.
Mutually assured destruction.
Yeah.
I go down, you go down.
Man, you don't have to threaten us. We're all friends here.
I am not your friend. We're done. Say it.
just like you made him say it.
We're done.
And I'm still gonna bang your mom.
I gotta get going. I will take another look next time.
Come on inside and wash up.
Ma.
Jeffy, don't vex me.
It's always been good with those elders.
Right?
My boys had some tough times. He fell in with a bad crowd back in Albuquerque, but things are so much better for Jeffy here. You're a good influence, Gene. I keep forgetting to ask you about Nippy.
Does mom know more than we think?
He was with a family the whole time. After all that, a happy ending.
Oh, I thought mom was about to just like drop a bomb.
No, but I wonder what crowd he was in with.
Yeah. What was the rough crowd in Albuquerque?
Still
Hey,
gonna
Gene,
go
aren't you
see.
taking lunch?
Thanks.
Work flies by when you're having fun. Return to the scene of the crime? Or did it just feel good to be slipping Jimmy? What an interesting episode. With like
Yeah.
so few episodes left to dedicate an entire episode to that.
Yeah.
All right. That was episode 9 and 10 of Better Call Saul. What'd you think?
Incredible couple of episodes.
Yes. Interesting couple of episodes.
Yes. I'm gotten over my anger a little bit more as the weeks go by.
Yeah, because this discussion that's taking place right this very second has been filmed a little bit after we watched these episodes.
Yeah.
Which means we're even further removed from the whole Howard situation.
Yes. Let's start with Kim.
Yeah, we start the episode 9, with them trying to get through that next day, like Mike told them and
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, we'll talk about this stuff more in detail, but yeah, we kind of go through a couple of moments of the fallout from the Howard situation, and the ending to episode 9 is massive.
We kind of had discussed our theories about how are they going to move forward from this, and with everything that we'd seen, we're like, or I guess everything they've seen, how on earth do they keep practicing law?
Yeah, how do they go back to reality after they watch Howard get assassinated in front of them?
Yes, so we have our answer is that Kim does not. That was huge. We'll go back a little bit further as we have Saul and Kim attending Howard's memorial.
Yeah, they go to the memorial. That's rough, obviously, for them. And they have to confront essentially Howard's wife, who knows at least somewhat of a story that Saul was badgering Howard. And they have to sell this lie again, which is just destroying the legacy of Howard. And they have to do it to a crying wife.
Obviously, things were not perfect between them, but she knew Howard, and Howard at least explained enough to her about what was going on. That scene was so hard to watch and obviously so frustrating, like everything else with Kim and Jimmy.
Yeah.
But to kind of watch that play out in front of Cliff, for her to be grieving and them just kind of putting that final nail in the coffin of his reputation
Yeah.
was just so slimy, like everything else to watch.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely mirrored too with Gus. Like, we had these stories where the groundwork was done, I want to say perfectly. They were so detailed and elaborate that the story just works. So for them, like, Howard is just dead and buried with this terrible legacy. And I mean, Kim sells it, obviously, with this story. Jimmy is able to kind of be like, oh, I guess that's what Howard really believed, that I was messing with him, but he was obviously just on drugs. And then even Cliff is right next to the wife, just being like, I don't know if this is the time and place, because Cliff obviously believes it also. Like,
Yeah.
everything was just done to destroy them. And, you know, we're sitting here being like, how are they going to move on? And we get the answer that, like you said, Kim does not move on. She has this great moment with Jimmy or Saul that they're just toxic. Like, together, they are poison. Everyone else around them suffers. And we have Jimmy just begging for Kim to stay. And again, like, how many times have we seen Jimmy being like, I can change, it'll never happen again. And Kim is just like, no, together we make other people's lives worse.
Mm-hmm.
And like, that by itself, leaving Jimmy would be huge. But the fact that she left the law completely, like that scene in the courtroom where she was like, sorry, Your Honor, I can't do anything because I already submitted my notice to the bar that I'm done.
Yes. She was sure. She had everything laid out. It was done. By the time that she had that conversation with Jimmy, like, it was well done.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't have enough faith in Kim that she would have any type of self-realization, remorse, figuring out that her and Jimmy are toxic for each other. I wasn't expecting any of that, which I think does have a lot to do with the final monologue that we got from Howard, talking about them getting off on torturing him and all of that. So I think that probably was like embedded in her a little bit, but to see how everything played out, I don't know. I guess I was so far down, like, Kim is just evil.
Yeah.
She sucks, all of that. I didn't have the faith that she was going to come around.
Gotcha.
And in that situation, for Jimmy to kind of be begging her to stay, I think that also kind of shows the differences in how people grieve. Because for as much as this is their fault that this happened, I'm sure they're a little bit grieving for kind of what happened.
Yeah.
And for Jimmy, like, he was ready to just move forward, and Kim was like his person, his rock in that. And Kim did have the realization that it's like, no, like, we cannot be together. Crazy to see that we get our answer for how they move forward or don't.
Right.
And why we don't see Kim in Better Call Saul.
Right.
Breaking Bad.
In Breaking Bad, yeah.
Wrong
because she just quits the law and leaves. And then we have this great time jump to a more modern Saul with, like, his business, how we see it, where it's just like depressing and dark. And Francesca, right?
Yeah.
Her soul is also gone at that moment too. You know, the huge bald spot and comb over, just the absolute ridiculous house and stuff. It's a great time jump, and it really goes back to a conversation we've had, well, not we've had, but characters have had over and over again, is this concept of, like, you wake up one day and you realize that you had breakfast and lunch and you had all your meetings, and then you went, you know, to go to bed, and you're like, oh wow, I didn't think about this terrible thing all day long.
Yeah.
And that's the moment that you can realize that you can forget. It's not like you did forget, it's just you realize, like, at some point in the future, it's going to be days, weeks, months, years before you ever think about this, and then it'll just be gone.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we have, is this big time jump, and Saul is just the Saul that we know in Breaking Bad. Kim, I don't know what her current situation is. We have not interacted with her.
Or do we? Is that the last we ever see of Kim again?
It could be the last. There might be more with the whole Nebraska setup with the mom and the fact that that's where Gene is. You know, we only have a couple of episodes left.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, that was a great, I would say, finale to their storyline together. And it is Kim's realization of being like, we're just evil. Like, you pair us together and we turn into some monster.
Yeah.
Apart, we're okay, but together, it's just bad for everyone. So the damage to see that they did to Howard, it sucks. We are getting over it as time goes on, exactly like their story. Eventually, you just wake up one day and you forget that Howard was murdered by Lalo.
Yeah.
But to go along with these stories, like we said, Gus's story is sold, kind of. Salamanca's not buying it. And the Don, it seemed like he's not buying it also, but just doesn't care, kind of.
Yeah, doesn't care enough to do anything about it. Gus is still bringing in the dough.
Yeah, more like, I see what you're doing, but I'm gonna let that slide for right now.
For right now, but I've got my eye on you.
Yeah.
So don't pull this shit again.
Yeah, don't poison my tequila or something. There is an interesting development with the whole Gus storyline of essentially closing this Lalo chapter, and it doesn't feel, I would say, happy. But like, we have this scene with Gus at the wine bar or something. It's like trying to get back into reality or to a rhythm of things or the normal world, and it just doesn't work. We see Gus just having to leave. And then that is also followed by Mike home, not able to sleep. Like, you would think we're like, hey, we're free of Lalo. Dawn is like satisfied. The Salamancas are off our back. We can go back to things. And it's just like, it's not there. It's not clicking.
Well, and I think no matter what, like, there's always the guilt of what you've done, regardless if you think it's in self-defense or if it's for the greater good or whatever reason that you're justifying it to yourself, it's always going to weigh heavy on you.
Yeah.
And we're seeing it for literally everyone on this show right now, is all of the things that they've done are just sitting there.
Yeah. And that guilt is also festering with Mike to the point where he has to talk to Nacho's dad. And it's like, you're not, I mean, from the very beginning, you know, it's not like you're going to say something where he's going to be like, thank you for this.
Yeah.
Like, you're telling him that his son is dead. And then even to be like, we'll get justice. What do you mean? Like, it's just more killing, just more violence, just more cartel bullshit and drugs and death. Like, this is a world I never wanted for my son, and this doesn't bring me any peace or happiness. And it didn't bring Mike any peace or happiness, it seemed like, either.
Yeah, it was a very interesting conversation. Do I think that Mike did the right thing in telling him? Yes.
I agree.
I think it goes back to one of the first seasons, or at least early, Good Samaritan in the desert.
Oh, I was thinking of a different thing, but no, you're right about the whole Good Samaritan thing.
Yeah, like, his family deserves the closure of knowing, like, he's gone, he's dead.
You're right. No, we're thinking about the same thing. Like, Mike did do that whole uncovering of the body, but I was also combining it with the story of like the not AA meeting, but like the therapy meeting, I would say, of like how that one woman had no idea what happened, the unknown of her husband, which then leads Mike to do that good, which is
all the
again,
same.
It's all the same, which is like, hey, this is gonna suck, but the dad probably would prefer to know that his son is dead versus just never knowing what the heck happened to his son. Just a lot of repercussions from everything that's going on, a lot of closure in different ways. We have closure with characters that aren't like them dying, at least for right now.
Yeah.
With like Nacho's dad and Kim and stuff. Episode 9 was a good episode for sure, because it went through quite a bit of stuff. Episode 10 was very interesting. Something I would not expect for a situation where we only have a couple of episodes left. Episode 10 being 100% dedicated to Gene dealing with this taxi driver and the whole mall scam, which, please in the comments let me know, did they change actors from this? I know these episodes were probably filmed years apart, or am I just insane? I mean, I'm sure I can look it up myself, but let me know, because that threw me off in the very beginning. But the reality is episode 10, it's just this whole mall scam, which was so entertaining and so exciting, but in the grand scheme of like moving the story forward so late in this story, it was a very unique position to be in, to just dedicate it to this little scam. I mean, it does move the story forward. I get it, because it's kind of like the resurgence of Saul again. But it was a lot for the entire episode to be about this.
Yeah, I'm like mixed about it. I love that they spent the time to go through an entire episode of that with Gene, and you think this like taxi driver thing, like, where is this gonna go? And you know, we have a whole episode dedicated to it. His mom is involved, his son is involved, like the slipping and the relationship he's building with other people at his job.
Yeah, because like not only was this the whole episode, but like in the timeline of the show, this had to have been weeks, if not months, of like developing such a close relationship with these security guards and with the mom and stuff, and like planning everything. Like this was such a massive effort to essentially get to a point of mutually assured destruction with this taxi driver.
Yes. I don't know. But then at the same time, I'm like, we only have 3 episodes at the time, 4 episodes left of this show,
right?
Which is crazy to spend a whole episode on that.
Yeah, because I loved the episode.
Yeah.
But it definitely is like middle of season 2 type of episode is where I would
even
expect.
Season 5. Yeah, but we're so close to the end of the show, so it feels kind of crazy. And obviously we don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of episodes. So like,
I mean, it like I said, it does feel weird to be so close to the end. But if I like go through the checklist of like storylines and characters, we have narrowed up almost all of them. Like Gus's whole deal with the cartel taken care of. Lalo, Kim taken care of. Lalo taken care of. Nacho, Howard, all of these characters and storyline, they're essentially wrapped up. Somehow it didn't feel like it in the moment, but like if I look back at it now, yeah, we have almost everything wrapped up except for Gene. That's just a crazy feeling to be like, this is an entire episode dedicated to this scam, but okay, I guess so, because we're done with everything else. So we have 3 whole episodes left to wrap up Gene's story.
No, you're right.
Yeah, it's just crazy that we're wrapping up these stories, but we're here. We're at the end, and I cannot wait for these 3 episodes, but I'm totally lost on what we could possibly like do next, you know?
I don't know where anything's going. Like, I couldn't even attempt to predict what the next 3 episodes are going to be.
Yeah, because we're just with Gene in Nebraska.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I can't believe we're at the end, honestly.
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel real at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the next 2 episodes we'll definitely watch as a pair, but then we have just one final episode left. I'm sure whatever happens is going to be completely shocking and unsuspecting. We won't suspect it, expect it. It'll catch us off guard. I'm so excited. Very interesting pair of episodes this close to the end, but looking forward to see essentially our last storyline wrapped up.
Yeah, I'm so excited though.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, peace everyone.
Bye.
Bye.